Here he is. Here he is.
So
Here he is. Here he is.
You
Ease
know.
creates weakness,
When
and
the
destiny
copium is
requires
needed, I will be
strength.
there right
Fox
beside you.
face,
We did
crossing
great job
swords,
last game. We
yellow
were very
heart,
believable in
lock
saying
in
the
my
game wasn't
goats.
over. Together, you and me.
Yeah, really
Right?
believable when we did that.
Oh my
Is that
god,
what
there's no
Kenny
way I'm
wants
gonna
to
watch
play?
a game where Azir is
Flavor of the
like
month
Chovy gets
would be
Azir.
Zao Azir.
Yeah, Sin is banned.
Oh, right.
right.
So
But
no.
that will be.
Chovy's
it will be
meditating.
Azir.
Wait,
Yeah,
Chovy's
no,
doing the
100%.
faker.
I'm with you there.
Pick.
It is
I
Canyon.
think Poke Varus
Rapture has been a
is
Neferi
toxic
enjoyer.
and should
True.
not suit the AD
Ooh,
meta.
Neferi Ari, just lock it in. And so
It's not that it's too
going to
OP,
have a
it's just
pretty
I want,
dastardly
and I
duo
think AD carry
in
should
these
play
two. Let's see
champs
whether
that
Canyon is
are
gonna
very
lock in. His
auto attack
answer
based.
is Sejuani,
and
I was
space
afraid
heavy.
It's gonna happen.
This
Yeah.
champ just holds Q and presses it.
Genji.
Like, I don't want to see
Oh,
Diable on
right.
Varus, I want to
Outside
see him on
of Earth,
Kai'Sa.
Yorick is fine.
I wanna see him
Let
on
us go
fucking
maidenless again.
Caitlyn,
Really, any
Xayah.
champion that
I want
starts
to see him
with a weird
glide.
level. Quinn.
It's a keen Scion game, isn't it?
Dom Jabbar. Which one's the World
I
of
can
Warcraft
smell it.
item?
It's Gomjaba.
Okay, got it.
Pretty sure.
Oh, it's a keen Ambessa
I
threat.
read- Yeah, I read that name a little bit more often when I'm swapping my trinkets. As, okay, the Alistair and the
We're picking
Renekton.
Ambessa.
Alistar
Both,
Ben,
banned away,
Rakan
and there
Ben,
is the
Renekton Ben.
Oh my god. Genji, don't. Okay, ban it. PNK, we need to see something fun. I don't want Keith.
Ooh, I would have liked it if that Renekton Ben
Please. Please.
was a
Well, they
brown
can let
Ben.
him.
There we go. Weird stuff.
Gnar.
Wow, no one is having fun
No, it's,
on Genji
So what
at
if we
all.
put
Genji
Varus
have
top
clearly,
and we pick
Canyon has actually taken this wisdom from
Lucian Nami?
Showmaker, which is that the best game is when you get to go
This is
home
where,
quickly.
oh my god.
Right, that's kind of what he's going for here. Because this
Okay, the
draft by
brown
Genji,
ban doesn't
no
make
fun.
sense if they're banning
Come on,
Renekton and
PK.
picking Gnar on 4,
Kellen is
sure.
thinking about
Now
maybe having
Braum
some
for
fun
them is quite
as
high prio, but
Kondo
MF
and
Braum is not the best, right?
It's just going to be Nautilus. Maybe Leona? I like Leona. Leona prio has dropped though.
Diablo is spending a lot of time on Blitzcrank, but Kellen isn't saying any words, so I think they'd already decided that it's not Blitzcrank, and he was
Clear,
just
talk to me.
doing a
What
little
about a
bit
Kennen
of
game?
trolling.
What's it going to be, Claire? Like a
I mean, Genji have the
Does this mean that
easiest
it's
rel
gonna
on
be,
5
on
in
Hit
their
Virus
life.
as well? 'Cause that could be kinda
Absolute
fun.
easiest rel 5 pick
I
ever.
think so.
Oh my god, they
Braum
actually
for
picked
Gura.
Braum, what the fuck?
Wow, this is the
Wait, Korean
most
team picks
anti-fun
Braum?
draft that we have ever
Oh my
had.
god.
The Tiger
Chat, I have a feeling
Yeah,
Fear X
well,
can
and
cook
in the
them.
sandstorm. And like you say, all right, a little bit muted here at Lol Park. We will wake up because
You
there
are
is action
Genji's
already.
biggest hater, so that
Raptor
makes
is just
sense.
trying to get some
I'm
bleed
not
damage on the
Genji's
canyon.
biggest
That's actually gonna
hater.
do a lot of work.
I'm not the-
Allen closes the distance. The sandstorm is coming, Genji. And Chovy
Big
is
first
dead.
blood.
First blood to
Big.
Neferi.
So Nautilus
hooks
into
in.
Braum, I
No,
hate
you were
this.
the chosen one. You did so well.
I hate this.
You hooked the
Oh my
ball
god,
when you
Chovy
needed
has
to.
grasp
Have
as
the
well.
high ground. That
Ew.
double up value, that was really nice.
Oh, he did hook the wall well. That was well done.
He did.
But then he thought that
He has
had to do it
grasp
again,
as well.
which he did.
I mean, it
Ooh,
makes
look at
sense
Dora.
against
That's a
Neferi and
cute
shit,
little
but
ward there as Kellen is going to sweep a ward he
Are they gonna let
cannot
him-
get to. I
where
don't
is
think.
Kellen? What do you mean, where is Kellen?
Nope.
That's a sweeper waste.
Oh
that
my
is.
god,
my-
help
double
me
foul
in
up.
this lane, please. Someone
Lining
Diable
up.
carry the game,
I would
please.
stop being next to each
For
other.
once,
Kellen and
actually,
Di-
for
Kellen and
once.
Diable, let's not do that anymore.
You literally said you hate
This
Genji
wave,
against DK on
it's gonna be
Sunday.
level 2
Okay, that was
gained
just,
by
you know,
Genji.
that was just passion.
And this
What
is
I do
already
want,
just
though,
kinda awful
is I
if
actually,
you are
for the first
Nautilus,
time ever,
Braum is
I'm on the
just
same
pretty
side as
ridiculous.
Fear X enjoyer.
It's
I'm
era.
kind of here for a Fear X win.
Genji, I've been defending this team and saying, guys, yeah, okay.
Okay, here's a little bit of never mind. Hook is
Sure.
going to connect onto the door.
Wait, but there
the
it is.
dog's
Is
coming
this
down
ever a
though,
kill?
as Duro is in trouble. He spins, he launches.
Maybe it is
There's
onto
a
Rula.
flash out from
Oh,
one of them,
big.
and the other one's dead and flashes
Does
as
Rulu know how
well.
Neferi works? He let himself tank both Qs.
Immediately. Why are we waiting? This guy.
You're not allowed to take dragons this early. Isn't it a post 10-minute thing only?
Oh,
Isn't that
5-minute
what we
Dragon
learned in our
Snots
previous series?
feel strong,
Well,
man.
that's
Wait,
as they
Fear X are the
this
foxes,
buff
Genji
is
are the
gone.
tigers.
Yeah.
Guess what? gonna have
DRX are the
setup.
dragons.
On prio for grubs because they are ahead on the rotation.
TRX are dragons.
We do
Nongshim
see-
are the
oh, that's-
noodles.
Okay, never mind. I thought Clear was going to shove in the
Bro
top wave
are the
and then they were gonna
bros.
immediately go to grubs, but it doesn't matter because their bot lane is still ahead of the curve.
Okay,
So what does that
we
make
are in
DK?
this room that is not being ventilated anymore. However, if you were to just like put on a snorkel
The
and
frauds.
be realistic,
What?
Wait,
How-
but how does this? It's
don't think of the analogy.
Okay, what does
just
that make? What does
let's
that
be
make Humble
realistic
Life?
for a second?
The
Okay,
tank,
okay.
right? They're the tank.
How much do we think Genji's still going to win this game?
97%.
Okay, and then what's
Ask me
T1?
that.
And
Who's
Clear
the
with
best
spare
AD carry
time
in the world right
as the
now?
lane swap does come on through. 3 grubs over to BNK, as
probably
well as the
Viper.
first dragon, is what these first couple of kills are going to net you, and that is absolutely fantastic. One thing that sometimes... Oh, okay, and there's a bit of an engage on to...
Wait, 2v2
Duro,
kill,
who is
what the
just
fuck?
Dead. That is feats of warfare.
Wait, it's
as
Fearex
well.
bot lane,
Chains of
goated. Oh, get him,
corruption,
Diable.
the flash
What?
over from
Oh my god,
BNK,
Diable!
picks up that
You
double.
fucking demon!
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that
Bro,
yet,
every
which
time I
do
watch
love
Diable,
is
he's
we're taking a look here.
he's
so
doing
I assume
something.
Duro doesn't
Something
have his
special.
door. So great cancel there. Gets him
great hook by
mid-jump,
Kellen though. Props to Kellen.
and no door, so he just dies.
Yep, they turned off the ward for just the right amount of time
if
as well.
this is true and Ruler had cleanse,
Bro, Diable...
if he had cleansed and he didn't cleanse the
If this
Diablo
comes
ult
back to
and
bite
just
me as an
died,
overreaction, sure, but I think Diable
Which
is going to
is,
be one
I
of the
think,
best
what
AD carries in the
happened.
LCK in the next year or
And
two.
flash.
Just get him a good team and get some good players around him.
Interesting, Atlas. Interesting.
Do you want to have another go at that sentence, or...?
No, I don't.
I've
Okay,
seen
we're just going to chill.
3 to 4 years
Chovy
of
is
new
doing
AD carries
Chovy
coming
things,
to the
so
league.
he's farming quite effectively,
every
but
time
as
I
we can
see them, I'm
the
like,
goal
man,
still
this is just...
in Vicla's favor.
There's just no
Canyon
spark
gonna
here.
move in
But
and
Diable,
be
I feel like
annoying,
he's
but
got that
Vicla
spark.
can skate around the walls. And
I just hope Diable
you
doesn't
know,
accept an
they
offer from the West. I
undefeated.
hope like an
Yeah,
NA
he's
team doesn't watch
undefeated.
LCK and go like, oh shit,
in the
Diable's good.
LCK, and
Let's sign
what
him.
happens when you're caught in a
Don't ruin it,
sandstorm
please.
tornado?
You're just gonna do another...
There goes Gravity
There's gonna be another
Chronicler.
Korean player going to NA and another Korean player leaving
So you
after a
don't
year or
get to
two
go back to
becoming washed.
reality,
Please don't do it.
Because
Actually, maybe that helps us win worlds. No, please don't do it.
I was about to ask, and you would say like, oh, I was like 18.
Looking for a bit of an angle. Another Chains of Corruption going to connect. The interruption there as Diablo
Oh, he
just
has no
thrown
flash for
onto the
5
turret
seconds.
and
Horror.
destroyed. Oh, biting off a little more than they could chew, you could say. As Raptor going to be able to take the
They got 2
second
Drakes,
dragon,
though.
but Kellen is very dead. And the rest of BNK going to have to get out of there. Less clean than the rest of the play so far this game.
Did I curse him? Is that my fault?
Still with a slight gold advantage, and they
Is
get
that my
the,
bad?
objective
I
much
feel like
against
Vicla's not been
Dinar
doing
this
too
stage.
bad. He's going
2-0,
even versus
actually, as the
Chubby, which
result
is
of
quite
the
nice.
early shenanigans.
Chat,
Ruler-
I have a
as
take,
Ruler and Dura
and
are
I don't know
playing
if my
with a lot
take is
more
wrong or not.
respect, which I think has been well earned.
So I'm gonna share my thoughts on my
Very
take.
warranted after how the early game played out.
I have this feeling.
Gold lead on Diablo remains, but the rest of the map, as
Okay,
one
I
would
have this
expect,
feeling,
is slowly
and you can tell me if I'm wrong,
towards Genji's Chovy.
Gets the flash.
that Ruler has been
Nice. Well done there
super
by Vicla.
underwhelming this split.
Positioning.
Too
I
much
feel like
more going to
Chovy has
happen
carried
as
a lot of
the third
games,
volley actually
and
pretty
King
threatening here
and
against
King and
Chovy.
Kennen have carried a lot of games.
Dealing with these
Even though I know
does
Genji's
go back
4-0
home.
and they haven't lost
So
the
it is
series
just
and
licking their wounds a little
you know that
on the
stuff.
side of Genji.
Yep.
We were talking about the scaling.
Fed Narv is a great AD carry.
Yes.
I think Zeus in particular has
Fed
done this a
Nar
lot,
is a
but
great
Keen
AD
is
carry.
also definitely good enough to just make the champion look like a legitimate damage threat. And the gold is
Yo, thank you, Jolly Man.
basically even again, Atlas.
Yep. It's also Earth, Wind, and
But
Fire
they have
Drakes,
2 dragons.
which is fantastic. There's been a lot of music references, as there's the Emperor's Divide used on Clear, who's just going to take that as an invitation. That's a phenomenal interruption from Canyon. Though
Why
to take
did-
down Chovy, and Clear is still alive. They're going to
Why
look
did
for
Chovy
even more
push him
here as the
into
Jax
him?
clears out the wave, and
Why didn't he
Raptor
push
says,
him
"Get
away?"
out of here, I'm super fed."
Maybe.
Dragon time. Need this Dragon
That's-
Fearex.
I'll offer you a maybe.
Talk to me.
Clear is on a
But I
pretty
feel like
nice
Chovy's about
flank
to shuffle
angle
like 4 people.
with the minion wave exactly where he wants
Nah,
it.
surely not
Raptor's
right.
already dove in, and remember, this guy is so scary. There's the wall. It's going to knock his own jungler out, and then the Emperor's Divide going to come on through.
Oh,
But
big
over the
shot by
wall he
Vicla.
goes. That's a brilliant flick as Clear gets in there. Duro trying to
Wait,
help
Genji's
out, and
kinda-
they do take down this Nautilus.
No
As
W on the
Canyon's
Fury
gonna
or
be
what?
the next one on the menu, but Raptor is taken down.
They have no
And that's
jungler
the
now.
money going over to
It's
the
Diable.
Sejuani. No one has a jungler left, but it's
They got it.
BNK to take the
Wow, that was a
objective.
very messy
That
fight.
was a mess, but it was even in kills, and the Drake goes to BNK.
I feel like Chovy was
Soul point
here,
set up.
then he
Ruler,
pushed 2 away,
gonna watch the
ran
replay,
around, and then dashed
and
back
I
into the
have
pit.
bad news for Ruler fans. He's
And
not,
Ruler-
it's not going to look good. I'm just
Ruler,
warning you
what
right
happened to
now.
him? He got Jack stunned and then flashed
because
out.
What happens is this is a really good.
He
ball
gets
from
Nautilus
Big Boss. Credit
ulted.
where credit is due.
Then he gets
Very
shoved.
nicely done.
Then he gets Jack's flash QE'd, and then he
Yeah.
flashes out.
Chovy actually really
Okay,
messed them up
so
there
MF
as
was
they
just
were
tanking
trying
everyone
to
there. I
start
think
that
Keen's
engage.
doing a
And
lot of
then,
work in this fight.
So if you missed it, Ruler was on the wall, then channeled his ult for about half a second, and then got cancelled by the Jax. Immediately, and was forced to
Oh, if
flank.
Ruler had ult when he flashed
Flash
over the
and
wall, he would
cleanse
go crazy.
immediately over. We need
1 minute.
Keeping me honest.
But people need to know.
Yeah,
1
'cause
minute.
normally I talk about every single
And
time I
Talia's
move my
Roa
microphone
is
away
gonna
from my
tick
face, so I'm really glad
2
I
items
caught
on
that one,
everyone on
that
BNK
I,
Fearex,
you know, blatantly
and
ignored.
Cloud Soul is probably the
I just-
strongest in the game,
you know,
especially with
I
their
want
champs.
to be done fairly.
Jack's
You are a
Nefiri
fan
with
of
Cloud
quality.
Soul sounds
Yeah,
disgusting.
As right now, 40 seconds.
Clear will need to get a base off.
You'd love to see it.
All right, if at first you don't succeed, press Counter-Strike again.
Clear needs to be
And it's
careful
better
not to
when you
die
have a
here.
turret. Clear able to empower that minion to death, and Keen just demolishing this turret and will be able to take it down.
I don't think it's amazing, but...
Wait, they're just gonna give the soul or what? Like, what is Genji doing?
Raptor, he's just getting it.
They need to be faster on the play.
Yeah, they're just doing
What else
it.
is happening?
Callan is going to see whether he can keep Canyon out of the pit as the Arctic Assault not going to land. Raptor actually going to give up on it because Vikula's looking for the fight. Chovy gets
Nice
over
dash.
the wall. That was absolutely huge. No rocks actually available to be put down to get him over
Positioning
there.
is really weird for BNK Fear X here.
Banana burst
Look at
control
where
has
Varus is.
succeeded.
Yeah.
Look at
They're
Varus.
Still on that flank angle though as Raptor
He's so far away.
out of here once again.
Wrapping
They're playing
around.
some smoke and mirrors, or some sanded mirrors, you could say.
I'm not sure what Raptor's trying to achieve on the side here.
Be a little bit careful. Boomerang going to be dodged,
He
but
really needs to
Meganar
just
is
be
going to
grouped
come
up.
in as,
Oh god, Diable.
thought he'd overcommit, but Keen does not. And now Meganar up and available. The
Hook
hook
not the
comes
best.
in, but Callan is going to be dead to
Braum
start
does a
this
lot of
fight
work
up.
here.
Still Getting
Clear
into
gets
that
instant
backline. He
ulted.
has the counter-strike. They get
Oh,
out of the way.
Chovy.
The Emperor's
GG.
right onto 3, and Genji, of course, just decimate the team fight.
Of course, GG.
As Raptor over the wall, he's the
Man,
only
I
one to
feel like
survive.
Fear X
They
played that
deny the
fight
soul,
so
and
badly.
Genji get
It's
right
frustrating.
back into the driver's seat.
Like, they saw
Yeah,
Meganar
the
and
Ruler's
decided to
outcome's gonna
fight.
go down, and the
Varus is
hope
late to the
that
objective
they've
and
only got
wasting
one
ult.
Cloud Soul,
They're
Cloud
hooking
Drake.
Braum.
So,
Like, why is it? They see Meganar
let's
now.
look
They
at
see
this
it.
one more
So
time.
why don't they just go push, like, chill a bit? Just chill. Why are they hooking in? Just wait Meganar.
And then, unfortunately, at the hook from Callan, his own Duro.
Meganar
Keen
peels the
also
Jax.
keeps Ruler safe this time around. Actually slams the Jax into the wall. And then
Chovy.
after all that setup,
Oh, Diable needs to
Chovy
flash that.
sees his window.
Diable needs to flash that.
No rocks available. Look at that. Rocks are down. And as soon as they drop,
yeah, just sees the commitment from Raptor and then says, all right, now's my time. 0 mana, by the way. He was just doing
Chovy
his
diff,
little
0
stuff,
mana. Perfect
little
timing.
bonks.
BNK,
It's so sad, isn't it? I feel like against these
the game
teams,
is
these
still
top
so
teams,
playable.
like, you can beat
It's
them in the
fire.
early game.
Like that
You can
one
have better,
play
like,
doesn't define
mid-game
you. You're
trades
so
because
much
you're
more
ahead
than
from the early
that.
game. But you get to, like, one team fight, and you just...
I'm still hearing it.
One of the star
As
players
Canyon
just
looking to
clutches
steal away
it.
a blue buff. And Raptor is lying in wait.
The game isn't over yet.
Something.
I'm telling
Not
you,
really
they're
sure what it
absolutely
is,
outscaled.
as we will have
I'm telling you
Baron
for
up
a
and
fact they're
available right
absolutely
now,
outscaled.
enough for actually an instant.
Well, the game will... I mean,
unless they give you
the good
tons
news
of
is,
adaptive damage
when you're in a
and
game state like
experience
this,
and all that sort of stuff.
as
Yeah,
blue
Duro
team,
is up 2 levels. The only
you
one
can
that isn't
always
in
threaten
the
soul
hole
for
is
Baron.
Vikla,
That's the
who,
good news.
Funnily enough,
So now in
has
2
actually
minutes,
been chovying
they can
pretty
hover
hard,
around
actually
here,
really good
and
CS
Genji kind of
numbers,
need to come
has
here,
been
and then you
able to-
can
It's the only one.
really
together
play
with
this
Raptor
dance
and
with
XP
them.
lead, but in the 5 flowers.
Yeah, it
That
is
is
an
this close.
obscenely large number. As, oh no, Ruler baiting them in, or at least attempting to.
Is Ruler caught? Wait, what is Vikla doing?
As Clear is teleported forward. Vikla still alive as the doggo gets into the backline. Another
Chovy
3-man
pushes,
knock
but
up,
he's
Chovy
alone.
Has no support.
Wait,
and
Ruler
Raptor is
died.
taking down the misfortune
What?
already. Over the wall once
Chovy
again.
versus
He's
Diable?
on the rocks,
Oh, the
Diable
hook.
Trying to kill Chovy, but he will not be able to do it. And finally, Chovy goes golden to deny the doggo getting
Wait, this
in.
Nefiri is
Still
kind of
gonna go
cooking
down, and
everything.
now
What the
it's
fuck?
Raptor getting the
What the fuck?
reset.
This Nefiri is killing
Clear
everyone.
Duro's gonna die
What?
as well, and is it
Let's
the
go
end?
Fear X! Let's go Fear X! Boom!
The leap strike gets the
Ruler
final
got
kill,
caught,
and now
man.
Maybe it's just Baron.
And that Nefiri just killed everyone.
Storm! They're doing it! They're doing the thing!
Oh my god.
What?
Just
Ruler
incredible.
caught?
Let's have a look at it one more time. I thought this was Vikla's suicide.
It looked like
I'm
that.
surprised
Bring
Vikla
it
doesn't
in.
die here, but I guess they don't have any
Crucially, they
damage.
still get the sums out of
And
Ruler,
Chovy's
I
like
don't think
fighting
Genji was
3
expecting
people
a
by
5-man
himself. He's
commitment.
1v3ing.
And
That means the other side of the map is
Chovy's alone, but once you look
4v2.
at how much damage
And they're
Raptor
losing.
and Clear are still doing, right?
They were
Taking away
losing the
so much of the
4v2.
threat, even though Diablo ends up going
And then
down.
this
Raptor,
Nefiri just comes in like a
Vikla,
wrecking
and
ball.
Look at this 3-man counter-strike from the Jax.
Oh,
I've not
man.
seen this man put in a performance like this since 2022 DRX.
Yeah, right? It's like Challenger DRX all over again when we thought
It's a volume
like, Clear
increase.
was the second coming of Christ who will be able to get
They
them
have
the
Nash
soul
and
as
it's Cloud Soul.
Keen.
Please, BNK, we need this. We need this win so badly. Everyone needs you to win this. Even Genji fans at this point will admit
Fear
they have
X,
to be
talk to
punished.
me.
They need to be punished for their hubris.
All right.
The Taliold can do
Raptor
work
trying to
here
get
on
some
Ruler.
damage forward.
Look,
Another hook to
Ruler, look at
Cloud
him, look.
Vikla once again
Oh
finding
my
the angle,
god,
taking down
insta-killed.
Ruler. Another Emperor's Divide onto 3, but it matters not. There is no DPS remaining, and without Canyon,
Wow.
you are not stopping the soul, and the sandstorm continues to rage through the Tiger's Den.
26 measly damage is all that Ruler is able to do. The barrel buff is still up. The soul
Wow.
secured.
I mean, this
Wow.
game's in the bag.
Fearex is actually going to win
do
the
it.
first game.
Oh my god. This was not on my bingo card. I knew something weird
Yo,
was gonna happen
Raptor,
today,
man.
but I guessed the wrong series.
Respect
Has
to
the
Vikla.
seismic
That
shot
fight
gone
around
wide,
this
but it
area
does not
was
matter. The base is
complete
broken.
clutch.
And with the Baron
Complete
still
clutch.
on
No, you
this
can't call
squad
me
for another
Susan. I didn't
minute
say
and
it.
a
I didn't say it.
4,000, by the way, is the
I
Rebel
thought
Baron
after that
Never-
Dragon
never
Soul
mind,
fight-
it's 5,000. I tell a lie. The turret going down there.
Once they deny it and
Only
even
one
up the
more
game
inner
with
wall
better
remains. Let's have a
scaling,
look at this fight one more time.
they
It's
would just
actually
win the game
Vikla.
through sides and
This
just grouping
wall
throughout around mid.
is completely
But
insane.
what a clutch
Yeah.
play from Fearex. This
Genji
fight's a
just
lot
clearly
easier
are
for them,
not
right?
aware where this is
No
coming
flash
from, and
MF,
as a
Jax has a
result,
flank.
Rule
Perfect.
ends up
Great,
getting
easy
blown up
execution, good
immediately,
stuff.
and if Genji was
But
even
this
or
fight
ahead,
here was...
losing the MF like that, not the end of the world. But they
That's
are
a fatty
not.
fight.
They are.
Momentarily,
Mega.
Kirby taking a bit of damage. There's
Ooh, he wrapped on a
another
W.
turret going to fall down.
Talia ult.
Vikla comes on over with the wall, but this is
Pop
going to
inhibitor.
spell the end of another inhibitor.
Don't know if they can end.
And we are moving further and
Bit
further
tricky
towards
here.
insurmountable territory.
Doesn't feel great to
for
leave, though.
B&K Fearex.
I think they're just going to have to leave.
Raptor
Unless you have a
more,
hook.
Keen on a flank angle hook.
my God, he hooked
Once
Chovy.
again comes in, but Kellen eats the Glacial Prison as well, and Diablo is free hitting. Look at these autos rip through Ruler and the rest of his
Oh my
teammates.
God, Ruler is
Clear
getting
goes
slammed
Golden.
this game.
Canyon is limping
Big
away
dive
from
from
the
Fearex
fight.
team.
And now Nexus turret
They're
the
taking a
next
lot of
one.
tower damage.
Diablo!
No!
As
No!
Looking for the angles, not able to get the
Why is
walls
this
onto
kid in there,
Raptor, who has
Nexus?
all of that extra money. And yes, perhaps some hubris here on the side of B&K, but they can go back, lick their wounds, and try again.
Oh, Diablo! He was tanking the turret there. Heroics from.
He went to
Keen
kill
come
Ruler so
through
deep that
here,
he's fucking in their
who
Nexus.
Really, truly feels like the only player on Gen G that's playing up to their level. Chovy,
How did Ruler
great
die
bait
here?
There, immediately uses the Sonyas. Duro, unfortunately.
Oh
the
my
ult going
God, Ruler,
wide,
no.
But then.
The Empress Divide was actually fantastic.
Oh, it's
to
because
deny.
Clear
It was great
stopwatches.
to deny. Also killed Ruler, but I think Ruler was dead anyway. And then
Wait, how did
Diablo-
Clear not get
Diablo
tower
actually-
aggro?
But it wasn't even his fault, right? Like he should have flashed immediately. But what happened was, it's actually
Elder
your
flip
passive
cinema.
in particular. Is
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be a
really,
flip.
like as
Maybe.
you're saying, like the blight stacks, they do so much damage.
Like, the champs on
into the
Gen
Gen
G
G
are
comp,
very strong.
well, Flash has
Like,
a pretty
Braum
long
does
cooldown
pretty
if
well
they're
in their
able
comp.
to
Azir is
make sure
5
that when
items
Chovy goes in
soon.
for the play.
Oh, speaking of Chovy, he's going to find Vikla here, and he wastes no time throwing out the ulti. Meanwhile,
How
the
is
rest of
Ruler
the fight
caught
is
again?
ensuing, and Ruler is dead.
What?
There is nothing he can do about it.
I've
As
never
there's
seen
the
Ruler
flash
get
forward
caught like
from Kellen,
4
finding the
times in a
double
game.
knock-up is clear, getting a couple of stuns himself.
That's
Down
it.
goes the
I guess
Azir.
Ruler
That
got
is
caught
game,
because
ladies
Chovy
and
was like,
gentlemen,
look Talia, look
as
Talia.
B&K Fearex
And he just clicked
will
there and
be
died.
able to take down Gen G here, and
But
if
why are they
can make
fighting
their
there
way
in
over
the
to the base
where's-
and taxi in
what is
some of these
happening?
minions?
There's no way. There's no way, Gen G. They can't defend. Even without the Baron buff available, it doesn't matter. Super's in the base. Keen and Canyon staring down. B&K
Gen
are
G
gonna
went
do
from this
it.
consistent
First, they
pick the
managed
right
to
fight
take
team
down
to getting
D+
perma-caught and 1v1ing
one
everyone.
of the games.
The fuck, how did that
Second,
happen?
It is Gen G falling to the sandstorm as Keen is desperately
Fearex
trying
diff,
to
baby.
save it, but he's going to be ripped to shreds. Diablo dealing with these Nexus turrets as well as Canyon. Nothing to do except look on from the fountain.
They actually just
B&K
slammed them and just
Fearex
left.
on-
What
they
the
do have
fuck?
blue sight. They did manage to utilize
What the
it, but
frick?
it could be.
I
More
really
of the
wanna see a Diablo
champions
Kai'Sa.
to bring out because we mentioned already doing so much.
They're gonna play
damage
Ahri
last
on
time
2-2.
around, but Skarner has
Gen G's
been
gonna
very,
go
very
Ahri, right?
strong regardless.
They're gonna go like Ashe Ahri or some shit.
And instead, it's gonna be Zaya.
Zaya, 1-2.
So
Could it
I
just
know
be
normally.
Zaya Rakan lock-in?
I know normally we hate this, but with how
Zaya
Diablo and
Rakan.
Callan have been playing, I'm like, you know what?
Diablo's confident, bro.
I trust you guys. I think
I don't
it's
like Victor,
valid. We
but I
have
guess
already
it's good.
seen earlier today, Victor can actually be a lane bully, kind of takes the
Enemy
same
team has
spot
Zaya
as
Rakan.
Azir in that
Pick
regard,
Victor,
and then more
scale.
importantly, trying to play Zaya into Victor is not a good time.
No.
Because
range.
especially once he starts hitting his item pool,
Why do I
particularly for
feel
a
like
player this young,
Yeah,
Fearex
you
is
can't
kinda
ban
cooking here.
Italy, Lilia, and
I would ban Ludo.
Zyra.
because his Zyra was actually good. Yep.
Yep. Zyra Yone.
Like Zyra Galio.
Zara Yon goes hard, yeah.
Skarner is going to be taken away, so they do get rid of that tanky option. I do think I'd prefer Lilia than over
I don't mind the
Zyra-
LeBlanc game as well.
Zyra myself.
Pick.
They need to
What
play
is-
Cho'Gath
what is
or Galio on
Vikla
5
gonna
here.
pick that they save it to 5. They already know the matchup.
Yeah.
Unless, I'm not joking, unless
Yeah, it
is
could just be the Viego mid.
Viego mid, and then it's
Renata
any
is a
AP
mega
jungler.
pick here against
Like,
Viego.
imagine Nidalee with...
It's Cho'Gath or Galio.
Because Ahri
I think
Ahri
anything
is
else
kind
is
of
a
the
bit
no-brainer
tricky.
here.
A bit tricky to play
with the
their comp.
Viego, but the issue with that is obviously that you are playing a very short composition. Oh, that doesn't make it better.
No, that's not helping.
I don't like Silas
And
at all.
it's still going to be locked in.
Alright, both junglers full clear to
19
bot,
at the
crab
time, though.
contest.
So it's right on the cutoff.
But playing
of what
Renata
you
into
guys
Rakan is
said.
auto
yeah,
pushing
that's
lane in bot, I
perfect.
think.
I can't believe Degon doesn't get it.
Yeah, no, neither can I. As Vickler is Kingslaying
Oh,
forward.
he's not gonna die.
Everyone is on the gravity well, though,
Nice
so he just flashes out.
He kind of had the flash W there.
All right.
But the big
Here on the
W
bottom
was,
side, Ruler is getting engaged on once again, though, as Kellen just standing on top of his ex-lane partner.
Ruler can't walk up like
And
that.
Ruler with the bailout, getting that extra attack speed and trying to offer back a bit of damage himself. Things very even here towards the bottom side of the map.
His support was
No
going
one
to
really
ward,
gaining
right?
too much ground as Canyon looking to try and put
Well,
down
that's a
clear
free kill.
as Keen just dashing forward. And there is not a lot of good places for this Crocodile to go as, yeah, the Viego, he's not coming. That's not happening. And look at this, clear. Didn't use the
Good
flash.
timing.
Just it's an ecosystem that is a little bit different to the rest of the world, and so we want to
Kellen,
preserve
no.
that. As we've got a bit of
Okay,
a fight
nice
here
stun.
towards the top side of the map. Ruthless Predator coming
Flash
out here
trade,
from
not getting the
clear
rope.
as Ruler is going.
Tekla is playing so much better than we've seen so far. But they're a member down, TP coming in.
Throws out the ulti though, and Canyon is the first
That's
one
a
to
reset.
get punished. There are two of the Canyon ultis as there's a public execution. The bailout just barely does
Clear
the
is
work,
solo
but it's
killing
2
Ruler.
kills coming on through for both
Oh, he's level 5 on
teams.
Viego.
As Clear tidies up Ruler. Raptor trying to make his way
Oh
out.
my
as
god, Keen
thinks
flash
it's
auto the
one
minion.
auto, but unfortunately it was not. Still, Raptor has
Well,
absolutely
the crab, I
nowhere to
guess.
go as he was transformed. And there's the handshake to keep
Oh,
Clear
sad.
at bay.
It's a
Now
4v5.
the rest of Gen G bearing down upon the Crocodile. As,
It's
yes,
a
if this was
4v5.
border control, he would not be let in, and Gen G are going to do just that as he slices, dices, acting all cool.
You have no mana,
Will he be able to
Chovy!
get out? That's the question, as the gravity field's going to slow him down. Get
Let him
Oh, the boys are here! The boys!
Not a lot of mana left on Chovy, and it's the Renata that goes down, and Clear shades on, just walks his
Big
way
play.
out.
He made it past.
Gen
Gold
G
is
did
even
manage
again.
to hit the feats of warfare. as
Oh,
Chovy
Chovy.
is going to be discovered
Oh,
by
Chovy.
Kellen and Diablo, but Ruler just doing a bit of a
Chovy.
drive-by is going to deter them from doing too much more than anything of that nature. So,
Same thing.
and he's trying to stay positive. As,
What is
alright,
Ruler
Ruler's
doing?
gonna have to flash yet again.
And then
Ruler
he
is
pans
always
the bot
walking
lane
up when
and
his support's not
watches
here.
his
Yeah.
AD carry again get flash unforced in a 2v2. Well, I guess it was a 2v1, clearly.
Like, well
This
played
time,
by
though,
Kellen,
they
but he
are
can't
looking
walk
for a
up like
dragon,
that.
and they should be able to take that one. As you can see, Canyon
You know
about to go as the
what I
arrow
believe?
is sailing up towards the top side.
That's a
It
stun
is going to
Renekton.
be just tanked by
Fine.
Clear, and then he's A-OK.
I believe in
Wanders his
Diablo
way out, does
this
take
game.
one turret shot.
I
There's
believe he
now
will glide.
Control ward there.
bait!
Vickler looking to turn it. As Chovy gonna have to flash once again here in this mid lane.
Chat, why are you all
And
spamming
Hawkshot can
chicken
give some
jockey?
vision over to Ruler, but
Chicken jockey.
he's, a little bit behind the play if they want to make their way up towards these grubs.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Kellen is going to try and escape as Diablo finds
Diablo's gonna
Ruler,
solo kill Ruler.
who's trying to just
What?
get
He's
up
gonna
here
solo
towards
kill him.
the top side and
Flash.
aggressive.
Oh,
And
Diablo, you little
Diablo
psychopath.
in, and
Holy
Diablo
fuck.
is still
Oh, get him both,
Diablo,
God!
Adura
Get 'em
now,
both, God!
absolutely no damage at all. Chovy's going to come in, and that should be the end of the play and the end of Diablo. But I think the message is most definitely heard.
No flash Renata.
That's why they call him the devil. He shows up and murders you.
Oh my god. Canyon now as well in a bit of trouble as Vickler going to pick up a hostile takeover,
Canyon, no
actually,
flash.
which is pretty scary. Pulls Canyon back as the handshake is
Oh my
really
god,
good, but
Fearex
it's
is
not good enough.
destroying
There's
them.
just nothing to stop B&K from demolishing
El
Gen G in the river.
Diablo. The Zaya man.
Are we... What?
Is
Is this... No.
No.
Surely...
Is this? No.
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 I mean, yes, for this play. As Diablo is just right place, right time. Knew that Ruler was making his way up, and the
That was really
flash
well played
in
by him.
from Duro as well to try and be the hero. Doesn't do anything.
Diablo just
You see how the way Diablo plays? He plays so aggressive.
saw him.
Like that guy
Knows
clicks
he wins
forwards,
the all-in,
and that guy will
fully
flash
commits,
forwards
and
to
then
trade
here,
a health bar. That's it.
Vikla, who again I think was
That
in the
motherfucker
running
clicks
for
in.
biggest underperformance, is able to capitalize off of the cooldown forced by his teammates.
Not just
here.
this, you know,
Duro
but in
is already
general.
taken low. Obviously doesn't have his ultimate available. Chovy doesn't really have mana. Was more concerned with the wave. And Gen G look
Sometimes he goes in and
completely
dies.
out of sorts. Everyone is on different pages.
As we may have the same dragons. That'd be kind of crazy. As Chain's not going to connect there as Kellen and Raptor now fighting against Canyon. Trophy's going to need to turn up, and already Canyon's taken a fair bit of damage.
Diable. Attack.
Canyon,
Ruler.
I'm not so
Diable
sure. The Sinzao thus far, he's placed the top side one right was a big one. And the chunk that they got on him, I think is why they just have to give up this dragon.
Yep.
Easy.
That one's going to go down.
I'm going to the choke.
Well, they do get a
Ruler
knockup
knocked
here
up again.
onto Ruler. Handshake is fantastic, though, from Duro
Bit of damage.
just to disengage. As now Chovy and Vikla
Vikla.
fighting. Another great gravity field is going to stop this
Needs to eat
Silas
some
from being
fruits
able to
here.
do too much. And as long as Chovy can keep him at bay, should just be a disengage.
Here, you win that, right?
As Keen just going to straight up win a trade real quick. And then B&K back into control.
Kellen on a ward. No real banana burst control for him.
No wards available for them either. So they're going to have to get themselves out of there. Cute little dash as the arrow
Nice
is going to
dash.
sail by. A little bit late on that one, as the Rift Herald is going to just lose its patience entirely. Mega Blast Cone is going to
Oh,
bring Kellen in
Kellen.
there, and he finds the quickness onto 2. And then
Nice
he
ult by
flashes
Diable.
away. Into the backline goes Vikla as well as a hostile takeover is trying to work out, and it does. As there is once again the ulti to come
Nope.
through from Keen. It's
Overcooked.
clear looking to exit
It's
the
overcooked.
fight. Diablo now by himself. As Genji
It's
are just
overcooked.
standing together.
It's
4
overcooked.
members there, but they are so
It's overcooked.
low. And down goes Kellen. Trying to be a hero is clear,
Oh
and the
no,
flash out
it's
from
overcooked.
Raptor is optimistic, and it's a double for Ruler in the end. Genji
What
find a
ult did
beautiful
Silas
fight
take? He
around
took-
the
he took
Herald.
Renata
This
ult, right?
time, there are no eyes going wanting.
Oh, this is a bit of a rough one. So it starts with Kellen going in, doesn't actually find Ruler until it's too late. Then that gets
Oh, he
cleansed.
like
The
R
counter ult
flashes.
from Vikla doesn't really hit the mark. And crucially, they can't get Keen because he gets a no-buff. So Raptor is denied his resets. If Raptor resets, this fight is won, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's
he
absurd.
just needed someone to die, and then no one did. Truly, I think Duro as Renata has been the big reason why Genji is not just straight up losing this game. I think the Balas have been great, the handshakes have been great, good ultimates as well. And instead,
Renata
it
is
is
so
a
good
very
against
decisive
Diego.
Genji win.
Give me
Kellen
a
and
riddle while we're
Clear,
waiting.
Like, I get it so much.
I have a
Kellen
head
wants to try
like a
and
cat
see
and
someone to the
feet like a
rep
cat,
for the
but I am
reset.
not a cat.
Yeah.
What am
And then
I?
Claire wants to like get
You're a dead cat.
get a Q off to heal, but they just both kind of flashed in and died. It's not ideal, Atlas.
No,
A
so
kitten.
far, alongside the first Chemtech Dragon. Arrow just casually fired towards the top.
Ow!
Just nails this
Man!
connect, as in goes Kellen. Keen gonna have to get himself out of there. The stun comes through, and with the Dominus, Keen should be shut down as he gets off the ulti, trying to dash his way
Big.
through. And now we've got some battles, some
Oh, get him,
chaos
Vikla.
storms landing on the bottom side.
Oh, I thought they were going to go for Otacon, but they don't have. They can't. They have to respond to this mid lane play. Genji
You know,
used the
sometimes
Herald,
when I watch
and
games,
there was a lot invested to get this.
I
kill
like
on
to
the
imagine
key.
that the game
Yeah,
is being
handshake
played in an
onto
arena of
Diablo
like
there as well, as Raptor comes
15,000
over just
people,
to
and it's a
lend
world
some
semi,
aid
you know?
to
And then when I
Diablo.
imagine
Clear
that,
will be
it
able
gives
to
me
get another
goosebumps
shove
for like
towards the
what
top
could
side,
be.
so a little bit back as
So you
far
know
as
when
Tempo
Diable solo killed
for
Ruler?
B&K, but with
I don't
that
know
out of
why,
turret falling
but I
in the mid lane,
imagined
a charge into
it's
the
being
mid
in like a
lane,
stadium of like
Unitard as well.
15,000 people at the World
Genji
Semis,
probably
and the
just
crowd
fine.
went mental,
Now this is gone.
and then
Electro done.
the caster was
Clear
like,
close to his second item as well. Although is
Diable the demon! You know, and then they fucking, you know, I don't know why I imagine that.
Great bait.
Yeah.
I don't know if they actually knew about the arrow, but the charm crucially hits, which is
I like
why
to imagine
people
that when I'm watching
Renaissance
Costream
doesn't
sometimes.
hit the mark.
Makes me
They're
look
still
forward to
fine.
Worlds
Keen
more.
and trying to get as much healing done as he possibly can, and then Rapture just saying, okay, I will just ensure that.
If
Outside
you
of
could go
that,
back in time and you could
Viktor's
watch
really
one
far
Worlds
behind.
again for the first time, would it be
Clear.
2019 or
there's a
2022?
lot,
Which Worlds would you go
base
back in time and
available,
rewatch
right? Ash
from
is
those
very
two?
Hiding, you have a Renata as.
Oh dear.
I'm the same.
Vikla does have an
2022.
ulti, but
Crazy
so does
OP.
Canyon. And he's going to try and stay alive with the gravity field, holds it in
Vikla.
place. Even Ruler able to turn up for an
Oh.
assist. Yeah, that's
Chat,
a good
I don't know why, but
That
every
one
time I
has a lot of different meanings.
open up
Well,
some
I mean,
websites on my
okay,
PC,
Kellen gonna look for the ulti,
The
and
website's
the arrow
in
is going
Spanish.
to just say no to 4 people. Unless it doesn't.
Guys, that's too
Kellen
deep.
does take a couple of turret shots, and now Raptor gonna get thrown around. Has the Heartbreaker. As he is going to run back to his team, as now Diablo's flashing forward. They get
my
the
God,
stun
it
on the
actually
ruler.
worked eventually.
The bailout is not
What?
going to work. And now Canyon's trying to work out where he's going to help. And by killing the
Renata's
Viego is
dead.
a definitely
Chovy
good
kills
start.
everyone, though.
Chovy finds himself 1 versus 2, takes down one of them.
Unless-
And then Clear finds another
yeah, stopwatch.
rotation. And the turret is still an absolute menace.
Yo,
Keen
respect from
misses the
Fearx,
ulti,
though.
but closes the gap
They are not
anyway.
playing this
And
game to
Gen G
just
is
bleed
just
out.
starting
They're
to
playing
feel
this
like
game
they're
to
a little
fucking
too far
fight.
ahead.
Respect.
And even with Diablo getting the catch onto Ruler there, it's not enough. Actually starts off with an attempt to
Crazy that Ruler gets engaged on. He backs off. Then he walks up, gets engaged on, backs off, and then he walks up, gets engaged on, and dies.
Gets the arrow.
The first one,
Witness
good. He
seems
spaced it. Nice.
wasted.
He's out. The second one, okay, they're really
They're really
fucked here. There's don't walk up anymore.
Then
Yeah,
here,
they're out.
Duro goes for an
The third one.
Crucially, Kellen
I guess he's
gets
getting
off
baited by
the
Duro here.
kills between the Raptor lips and then Diablo.
Respectable engage by
Absolute
Diablo.
psychopath that he is, just
That
flashes
guy
on
clicks
top.
forwards.
The problem is that they are behind, and Diablo has just used all his tools just to get completely bodied by Chovy. Vikla chains into a gravity well, and while that's happening, Keen isn't even really necessary. I think
No,
Kellen might be in
Kellen.
trouble.
Oh my
Unless
God, that
Diablo-
Rakan. Hey, Chovy no flash.
Vikla also trying to look for an angle as he gets the CC
Oh,
out
and
of
he
Chovy,
flashed. He
but
dodged the
instead
arrow.
they
Oh no, he
just
did have flash.
kill
What? I thought he had no flash from
Kellen.
earlier. It was just
And now
stopwatch,
the
right?
handshake doing work onto Vikla here, who now looks to taxi over towards Ruler, but he misses the chains and is going to be wiped out. Clear now also in an uncomfortable position as Raptor slowed down as he makes his way in. It looks like resets are going to start though, as
Wait.
maybe this is the time.
Let him
Oh,
cook
he
now.
goes in, another
Let him
one.
cook now.
There's a
I said
great
let
handshake,
him
and it's back.
cook! Holy
That
fuck!
was insanity. And now
Wait,
Ruler
why
is
did he
gonna
die
take
there?
down the Crocodile,
Why did he
and
die?
they win the fight.
I thought he was
He
fine.
was just not there.
I thought he was getting the reset.
A lot of, most of the fights that BNK have won in the last like 10 minutes with someone.
Was
up
that
there,
a
it doesn't
bug?
matter. Raptor, you baller.
That was sick.
Self-bailout.
How did he not get out
Oh,
there?
yeah.
That was awesome. As we start to take a look at the
He
beginning
had
of the
Renata
start,
W.
just completely outplays them.
And it
Gets
procced as he
tagged
killed
there, and then
Victor.
Watch this flash. Vikla
That-
tries
but then
to
he
look,
insta
tries to
died.
insack instead. Really nice timing there on the W, and everything looks
Surely the
dire.
buff has
And
to
then,
remain, right?
As yeah, Vikla not hitting the chains wouldn't have mattered. The hero in the time of need.
Indeed.
Raptor arrives. Clear actually gets a good amount of burst off. They take down Canyon. But then specifically, him being able to get the bailout air on top of Duro, the handshake to set up Chovy, the reset.
1,000 gold to the Viego.
Why do I feel like
It's
he
not
was
gonna
still
matter.
burning?
That was a great play. That was cool. That's a map movie play right there.
Oh yeah, let's have a look at this one more time.
It looked like he was
this is
still
not about
burning
the
from the
replays, this
debuff
is
or some
Diablo
shit.
just dying.
I saw
Callum's
Ash hit him
quickness
once,
out
but
of there.
surely that's not
It's-
enough damage to
it's
just
fine,
kill him.
Atlas. We were just enjoying it now. Aha. Well, the highlight reels, not the game. The game is done.
Diablo,
I mean,
how
I
would he
thought
get
that
caught?
was sort of like we were coming back to a replay, but there was just more action. As now the Baron has been started. Chovy did die in that last fight, but now he has 3 items completed, 7, 1, and 9 on the Victor. As over the wall goes Keen, and Raptor is looking very squishy and just gets obliterated. Duro able to keep them all locked down, and
Raptor.
Chovy just wanders on over and hits them with a few things. Ruler by himself against the Baron is not having a great time, but has the rest of the team to come up, and Clear takes a turret. There we go.
Raptor.
Wider prognosis is
Oh,
very
this is the
different as
replay,
well.
by the way. This is the replay of the play that I thought was the replay, and that had already missed.
That sucks. That sucks.
You know what? Even if he, I don't think he ever lives there with the position that he was in. Unfortunately, is Duro caught or is Clear caught? I can't tell. I think neither. Interesting. I hadn't considered that.
Clear was definitely not caught because he was just in the middle.
Oh, he is
now he's
caught.
caught. Yeah, no, they.
Bro, these
You
arrows
were talking
just-
about this. Like
They
live.
don't miss or what,
I was
Ruler?
talking about life.
You
Yeah.
fucking hitting everyone with these arrows.
The Crocodile was dead.
So game 3.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah.
6-game day.
Alright, Raptor looking for a few angles here as Canyon going to ignore him, and now we're going to break open the base. The inhibitor turret's already dead in mid. They will take their first inhibitor here. It looks like there's not going to be too much of an answer.
Good
as
dive.
In goes Keen. Does get knocked
Diablo
up. He's looking
can't
for
really
Diablo,
cook here, man. He's
who
getting
heads
one
towards
shot.
the base gate. Still the
Or
stun
can
is
he?
good onto this Ambassador. Diablo
No, he can't
able
cook
to go
shit.
up into the sky.
Oh,
but no,
Ruler,
not it is.
beautiful.
The flash out, but Ruler
Beautiful
had the arrows
Ruler.
in the air.
You
Grabs
give
the
Ruler some
triple.
space to
Hero
glide,
gonna
he will
fly in.
glide.
Kellen not going to be dying now. As Gen
His
G
team
are
fighting's
just
still
gonna look
good.
to end the game. Oh, I
Quadra kill, baby.
because Duro's going to flash handshake him. It's very polite, very kind, and down goes the Nexus as well. Gen
Easy
G
win.
going to bring us
Easy win.
to a game 3, a 7,000 gold Red Bull Baron power play at the end there. And look at this. This
Easy
is not
win.
a happy Genji, but that is one that certainly looks like they're more locked
This series
in
is
game
too
one.
close for
I swear
comfort.
I could see a wry smile on Chovy.
You can't go
as
back
he,
and change the
as
beginning,
an
but you can
exit.
start
That was a pretty good
where
bit.
you
Nexus
are
fell
and change
there.
the future. Reset
Yeah,
to
the
1 my
Victor just
goats,
really-
fox face, crossed
It's
swords,
starting to feel a
do.
0S, as in like being able to both get crazy.
Are
with
you
delayed
a
pressure
game
and
1
skill
Andy?
into a team
Fearex
fight
and Jura?
monster.
No, actually I'm on your
You
side,
know,
I'm on your
quite
side,
a
I'm on your side.
playmaking you do with
I'm on
Azir.
your team, I'm
You
on
know,
your team.
Even in the last game, I think Chovy actually had a
Velia
There's
keeps
Zyra for
victimizing,
Raptor.
being like,
He
I
looks
see
good
Nidalee
on
first
this.
pick, I see Nidalee
Zyra
first. Why did
into
first pick
Nidalee.
Nidalee? Velia,
Something
we're
like that.
first
I'm not
rotating
super excited
Nidalee
about. We can match the clear
all the
speed.
time. We did it in a fucking EU Masters finals or some shit, didn't we?
The clear Sante
On match
instead of the
point.
Keen Sante.
That's a good pick away. I actually quite like that. I think the
Oh,
top side
God.
looks good. Spread damage.
I'm worried though because
And
this
we
is
won,
such
yeah,
a
no
Camille
shit!
angle. This is a crazy Camille angle.
Chovy's gonna lock something boring into Corki.
It's just Yone.
Pick Yone now.
or
Rat.
it's Alistair mid.
Oh,
Poppy?
it's Poppy Tristana?
Yeah, because
Poppy
the Alistair
top.
mid is already locked in, so it's probably a support Poppy alongside
my.
the Jhin.
I-
That's pretty cool. Okay,
So
what
it's
is going to be the
Poppy
answer?
top for Keen. Love this. I think this is a great
Agree
pick
to
away.
disagree.
What? It's because it's Alistair. Atlas. Well, the day's already long enough without you taunting me. You scoundrel.
Well, Kaiser is going to be considered here for Diablo. Definitely one of his better champions. This was what
Sorry, I
I
was
thought
yapping.
this guy for. He
Are
you gonna go
pops off
Zeri
on the
Lulu?
Zeri and he's going to lock it
Into
in.
Poppy
There's a
though?
lot
Isn't it
of-
better to play
he
like
has to, like,
Jinx?
dodge a whole bunch of bullets.
I guess
Lulu.
Jinx is a
before
bit
he
harder.
gets in,
It's
as the
Lulu.
Lulu is going to be picked
What
up as well.
AD mid do you play? Oh, it's Smolder.
Tristana?
Okay.
It's Smolder. Oh my
Draven.
god, it's
Oh my
Chovy
God.
Draven
Oh
mid.
god,
Back
he's
to
going
80
back
Oh
to the
my god,
forbidden
it's
tech.
Chovy Draven
It's the
mid.
80 mid meta. Oh no.
Oh, it's
No,
Alistair mid
it's Smolder or
Jhin top.
Tristana, surely, right? It's Smolder or Tristana, surely.
Atlas?
Yes.
I need you to keep it together
Smolder or
because I need to
Tristana?
keep it together. And if you start doing
Do
stuff
we need
like
to
this,
keep it together though?
Well,
Right.
Oh, that is...
approaches
Bro,
and they're
the
like, hey
group
guys,
projects
I really
in
tried.
school
And you
were
know
the
they
worst
didn't
thing
try, but
ever.
They say they tried.
They're like,
Yep.
But
we
I
need
couldn't-
you
I
to
couldn't
learn
get it to
how
work.
to
Can you maybe
work
help out?
together as a team.
That'd be great.
So
And
we
then
are
they
gonna
just
put you
leave
into
and don't
groups.
respond to anything anymore.
Okay,
Just
great.
like,
You put me in a group
Claire
with 2
is,
people who
not
never
able to
reply
respond
and
to
1
Keen.
person's doing fuck all.
Bashing his
And then
face
when we get an
Yeah,
A
the
or
Ragdoll
some
Poppy
shit,
really doing a number.
you're gonna
that
give them a
makes it
trophy.
worse.
It does.
Good job.
This was the OG barrel skin, but he's since stopped using it. He's using the edgy Poppy.
But I guess that's how it works
Poppy is
in
the
work
one
as well,
that
right?
was the most cursed skin in League history, right?
yeah, it is.
I was
still,
not the one who did fuck
not as
all. I
much,
was a
though.
hard
Those of
worker.
us who saw the original splash art still see it.
I was super hard
know,
worker.
Or mind's eye.
Oh, do you?
Now
see in your
that
mind?
doesn't
Don't know,
surprise
it
me.
doesn't- can't
Now
explain
that
it,
doesn't
you know, it's
surprise
just
me.
words. Oh god, they put it up on the prompter. Don't look.
There it is. Now it's in your mind as Diablo's dashing forward. Raptor is here as well as Dura's been slowed down. See whether
The
Kala
guy who
can
plays
keep them in
Yumi
place
Soraka
for long
top.
enough, but Raptor walks over a ward. Genji, no, they need to calm down a little bit. Speaking of being calm, Clear is not, as he's a little distraught. The Poppy is kind of running amok.
Vika!
Don't get solo killed.
Does have the Valkyrie.
Why
And
are we-
misses a
are
cannon.
we
Now Raptor's the one that's in trouble. Or is it
Scuttle?
Kellen that's in trouble? As Chovy moves over, uses all of his mana.
Wait.
Vikla's used all of his health though. Which is worse? The flash comes out. There's the flash forward from Canyon as Chovy just kills Vikla, who has absolutely no right to be there whatsoever. The extra plant, that was cute angle tech, but it doesn't matter. Raptor is still
Well,
dead.
this
As
game
he
is completely
sidesteps,
lost.
and that means Canyon
I don't know
can get
what the
auto.
fuck Vikla's trying to
That
do.
is 2 swift kills for Genji.
But if he is playing Nidalee, do not try to skill check. Don't do it.
I think that like if Canyon wins Worlds, he should probably get a Nidalee skin.
Really?
The second one, yeah, I know, I'm with. I agree. That's actually
2
that
Nidalee
makes
skins.
perfect sense.
He gets a skin and a
Legitimately,
second Nidalee skin for free.
Initially hits the spear, gets
Diablo's
the
a
auto, which sets up
hostage?
the
Bro.
W from Jhin. Nice
He is a
done by Ruler,
hostage.
forces the flash
Someone
out of
help
Raptor.
him.
Then Vikla.
Yeah.
Oh, Atlas, this game is cooked.
It is not looking so hot.
It's fine. It's
wait,
fine.
no,
They can
if
make it.
it's
they can
Okay,
make it
it
Diablo.
would be hot as well. They're trying to make this
He has
work
flash, though.
as Keen is taking a lot of damage. He's not going to
Cook
die.
that fraud. Cook that
Message
fraud.
received.
Well, that depends on what it is, right? Because eggs would be hard, but if it's like a vegetable, if you cook long enough, it'll turn into mush.
I think isn't the word cook? Doesn't it mean to make hot?
What?
Yes, but even then.
Wait,
No.
What do you mean?
Well, boiling also falls under cooking.
Yeah, and that's still making it hot.
Yeah,
No.
but if you boil
What if I cook ice
broccoli
cream?
for long enough, it'll just turn into sludge.
No, you can't.
It would, but it'd be
Cook a
hot
cake?
sludge.
No, it eats. Wait.
Yes, but the point was... Oh, you said hot.
Wait,
not
cook
hard.
actually means
Yeah,
hot?
I said hot.
Oh my god.
Well, that is going to be a steal here from Canyon as well, and a beautiful.
Just open it, Fearex.
to
Honestly,
come
the
in
first 2 games you were
immediately.
trying, but this
The
is
Zeri
just
and the Zyra
this
both
is
go
horrible.
down. Z-named champions are not ones that Gen G want to see much more of, and they will get their 4th
You
kill
can get
of the
deep-fried
game,
ice
as well
cream.
as their first dragon,
There's
and
no
then
such thing
look
as
to
deep-fried
probably
ice cream.
take down the grubs, and then stop BNK from having anything at all. Man, this is an absolute smash down of reality straight
Chat,
on the top of my dome.
You think I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb. You,
Freestyler?
that is not called deep fried ice cream. There's no such thing.
If they get the dragon, like maybe this is
That
a
would
little
be
bit
like
worth.
deep
It
fried
wouldn't be,
sticky
but,
liquid that
just
was an ice cream
Duro's
before.
engage,
Doesn't
Canyon
count.
Smite still Chovy's Realm
Because
Orb.
deep fried is hot.
Back to cooking is what I'm... that's my suggestion.
Yeah,
Deep
or
fried
maybe
is hot.
stop cooking.
Well,
it's one of the two.
It's too
So
late
how is
for
it
being
cold
cold
ice cream?
Raptor, that was cute, but you might just be
There's
dead.
no ice,
Canyon
only cream.
connects another spear,
Bro,
takes
what
him down.
has Fearex
Pardon the
smoked in
pun.
between these
Now
games?
Callan
Like,
could
what
be
is
in trouble,
happening?
but the spear is aimed
The mid
for
jungle is just
Vickler
running around
instead,
inting the
and
whole game.
takes half of his health bar. That is going to be Canyon now, wielding
Like, what on
probably
earth is going on?
Leandries as he comes back.
Man, I
Jungle
feel like
Buds instead.
I
Some
just
of his
wish I
Nico
knew
There's
Jungle Buds,
actually
perhaps.
a particular
How
Maokai
strong
game that
EU
I'm
teams
personally
were
a big
relative to
fan of.
LCK
I don't know
teams,
if you're
like all of
familiar,
them.
I don't know if you remember this particular
Would
one.
BNK
What about
Fearex beat
Hecarim?
G2?
By any chance, do you
Would they beat
remember
SK?
a specific Maokai game where a certain event transpired?
Well, do you remember
Where would
this game
BNK
where
Fearex
Diablo
rate up
pressed
in
his
EU?
ultimate button? There goes one of them. The Kasante's out of there. Now Canyon is looking for Diablo, but he's standing his ground.
Okay,
My God,
Diablo,
this
you're
guy's
still
insane.
fighting, but you're 1 HP.
As he's still alive, and Canyon almost got shut down in that
Oh, well.
play.
Earlier,
It wasn't a Maokai game, was it?
No, but
Not bad.
Yeah, there's
I love it how Cassante just
No, it
TP'd
was
out.
Lily versus Hecarim. On Hecarim, Ari, Zaya, Yumi was the composition. So there we go. I was right. A little bit. As Polymorph comes in, Duro's going to have to get out of there.
Okay,
Takes a
Ruler,
lot
I
of
see
damage,
you.
But he is going to survive, as once again, Vickler is having a rough time. But
Chubby!
as
No!
well.
What?
And
Scorch
he
is broken!
just gets a solo kill onto this Corki.
It was a
Gen G
mini
are
auto?
finally playing
Was it?
like
I
Gen
thought it was
G.
Scorch.
It's game 3.
We're going to have a look at this from Chovy's perspective as he does the walk at him flash.
A little
Prison.
reset on the queue there.
That was definitely Scorch. I
And then
think
he
no, it
just-
wasn't.
He thinks that he has
What was
got
it?
him, but then no.
오 살았다. 아 죽었네.
Was Scorch?
Ah.
He was
or?
like, I lived, and then
I must have been, what, like
라이즈
Scorch?
노플이야.
I don't think, I think the levels of Hopium that we would need,
don't know about that one, Diablo.
I
They
do
had fun
actually.
at that
doesn't know
motherfucker.
about it either.
I love it. You know, we're sitting here going, oh, this game is over. You know who doesn't do that? Diablo.
Well, that was the weirdest maneuver
the
ever.
hell is
Now
Clear doing?
looking for something. I'm not entirely sure what.
Yeah,
Kane just ignores him and goes about his business.
I think he was trying to drag him over the wall, but he wasn't close enough. Sometimes the hitbox can be so
Yeah.
big that that does work, but it didn't. No, I love that we're sitting
Combo him!
All right, there's the ulti, but they get a nice
Okay,
dragon ball.
okay,
Now
okay.
Duro could be in
Aw,
trouble,
no
but
kill.
instead he's fine and gets healed by Canyon in the last.
Bet your hair,
Fine,
Chronicles. Do it.
fine.
Going to get snared.
Lock it in.
As soon as you lock in the hair bet,
Curses are not real.
all
Lock
right,
it in.
All right.
Oh my God,
Duro looking for
Chronicles
the
is
angle.
locked in a
Ruler is
hair
at 50% health.
Oh my God,
I
Chronicles
am
is gonna go
locked
bald
in.
if
I am
Fearex
ready
win.
for BNK to win this game. Yeah,
Someone
Chovy's on the other side
DDoS
of the
Gen
rift
G mid-fight now.
as well.
We need Chronicler to lose his hair.
All right, speaking of which, he is going to take down this outer turret towards the bottom side, and Vickler is going to continue backing away.
If you
King
needed to know,
will go
I'm
push in
joking.
as well as Canyon is
In
taking
case you were
down
wondering.
Mountain Drake. Oh,
And you were gonna
Chronicle's
clip
hair is
it
looking
and send it to the
safer and
FBI.
safer by the second,
It was a
which
joke.
maybe makes it.
Also,
I think Chronicle
'cause
will go
I remember
bald.
you betted something that
If
was
you do
actually
this.
really crazy. Oh, it was eating a shoe.
Yeah,
Yeah, you would have had to eat a shoe instead, which I did not want you to do.
I did almost bet that.
Yeah, did you forget?
Oh.
Now it looks
How
playable,
would I
doesn't
have
it?
done that? Would I have had to
Oh,
like,
you would have
just like
out
cut it
like,
up in like?
no, you
Oh
would've-
no!
You would eat like a chocolate
Looks
shoe.
pretty even to me.
Yeah, Connie actually like made a chocolate shoe. As Duro, that was a sick pole flash to find two of them, and Chovy on the flank angle.
Unlucky
They
fight.
do get the Stranglethorns out, but
Oh
now
my
the
God.
three-man knock-up from Kane, and they're all in the peanut gallery and just popped down.
Well, I
Down
guess
goes the
Chronicler's
Zeri,
not going bald.
And Arula landing a whole bunch of buttons. A much
Sad.
better performance by him this game. But honestly, he's not the main character. It is all about this Nidalee Rise. As Clear walking up towards them, the Rift Herald is going to be able to get a charge, take down that outer turret, and now back to
Sad.
what Gen G were looking to do, which was to just take a dragon. They They get another charge.
Wait, they're actually
God, this is an absolute
getting perfect game. They got one grub.
And they're on perfect game pace because when we're showing up for the series.
For a Chovy vote?
Yeah, better late than never to like play.
But he
super
showed
well.
up early.
I guess the Azir was kind of fine as Kellen is almost just dead. Meanwhile, Growth himself.
Snipe his ass.
So now we're actually, or you can argue,
wait, I need to take a
perfect
screenshot
game
of
is
something
not
real quick.
dropping anything at any point.
Yeah, exactly, and also taking all of the
Where's the
plates
ulting?
and
To
all
push
that
top?
sort of stuff.
Exactly.
Because plates also make it a little bit confusing. Are they included? In
That's
that?
such a Chovy
I'm
move.
with you, Atlas. But this
I
is
need
an
to check if
interesting
this thing is
discussion.
correct
Yeah.
or not.
So no one
All
on
right.
Gen G should die, and then at least we can claim they have a perfect game.
Yep.
But I think someone might.
All right, Clear is looking for a little bit of an angle. Does get stunned up here as Keen dives in.
Chovy, no TP, no ult. This is the best chance they have here, X, to come back. They're 4v5.
Clear is stunned.
But
Never mind,
they
he
did
popped
yeet
instead
away
of
the
popping
Zyro
off.
with Poppy ult.
Vikler as well. It's gonna
And
get
Ruler is
trampled as
one-shotting
Kellen.
everyone.
Oh my God, Ruler just shoots
Oh,
him
they're
with a
losing
bunch of
45.
times.
Wrap it up.
Spends some time as,
Oh my God, they can't even.
Not quite
They
a
can't even get a
penta,
kill in a
but
4v5.
now the curtains have been called. A few of these bullets are going to be connecting as Keen looking for the angle.
Oh my
There is
God,
the triple.
I've
We know
never
the
seen a
Ruler was
pro
looking for
game
that
where the
penta
enemy
angle.
team gets
It
one grub and that's it.
wasn't even there, yeah.
One grub.
Perfect game still on the cards.
He was just BVing.
Chat, does it count as a perfect game still?
Yeah. And I just heard the Korean casters as well losing their minds like Chovy was not even there.
It's not even like he was there at the beginning and then TP. He's just, look at Chovy's cam.
Yeah, he's just in top lane.
For what it's worth, Keen did knock out
Check, you do me a favor?
the Zyra, so I guess it was kind of a
Check, you do me a
4v4,
favor?
For a bit, yeah.
which obviously.
Oh, and then Ruler did execute
I have to do
Kellen.
this thing. Do you like this
Yeah,
tweet?
but he was.
Come on.
So he was
What?
just a
Bro,
team
he was
fight.
one time I ask. The one time I ask.
I'm really happy that everyone made sure that
Mod
no one
spend
goes
corner.
down. Yeah, the heals are important. All of it matters.
Well, Lulu was just skewered.
Yeah, this
You know
game was
what?
really
I still
disappointing.
chalk
and
up today as a big win.
Why
for
does someone
BNK.
comment on it? How do I dislike?
I'm not even joking. At least I want to give him the credit, and I know everyone's gonna
Any
forget.
likes are appreciated.
This
Thank you, chat.
final game.
I mean, if you turned off the VOD before this game started, you'd be feeling great about BNK. This.
I think Keen should run it down and give him a kill.
Genji, come on now. You have one job.
Honestly, I think it's still fine. As Hepa pulled onto the Cassante, Clear is almost just straight up dead as Canyon looks for a
Wait,
bit
this
of
could be a
spear
20k
angle.
gold
Doesn't
diff.
quite
Could
get
it?
The,
If they get Baron?
Diablo now looking for
If they
his
don't end
little
right now, it
shot
could be a
here.
20k
There's
gold
flash
diff.
forward. The double pulverized yet again. Raptor thrown away
14.
from the rest of his team. And Duro even has an ulti running.
Gen
so
G,
he's
you could go Baron
absolutely
right
fine
now.
As well as Ruler
Thoughts?
throwing some dancing
1 minute on
grenades.
Baron?
And now, show us your dancing shoes, Diablo. And unfortunately, they are not quite good enough.
Holy
As
mother
Ruler,
of
you're
God, I haven't seen a
underneath
stomp
the
like this
enemy.
before in my life.
The perfect game's on the line. Okay, he's got a primal surge that heals him for his entire health bar because Canyon's
Like,
so
what
fed.
the fuck
Dura
is
gets the
happening?
knock up on to Clear here as well, who's desperately trying to go all out to kill Ruler.
Come
who
on,
is
Fearx,
looking
get a
tasty.
kill.
Where did Kellen go?
Oh my God. Chovy, don't ult into the base.
Okay,
Don't die.
Dura coming on through. Yep, Chovy is going to be able to put Vikla in prison.
Holy mother of God,
in a
chat.
whole
Look
lot
at
of
the
different ways.
scoreboard.
And down will go the Nexus.
What the fuck?
Perfect game, apart from one grub, will be achieved here for Gen G in
What
game
the
number
fuck?
3. And they're going to stay undefeated in the LCK. I also said, by the way, that it's been blue side win the whole time, but BNK actually won on red in game 1.
That was
So
a
I'm just-
No,
absolute
they didn't.
blasting
Remember, there
Oh,
session.
was
because it
With
was.
the-
Oh, yeah, it was switched because the sheet was.
I
wrong.
got you.
Oh, thank
Don't worry.
goodness, thank goodness. Oh,
So some say that little imperfections actually
Come back
can make
stronger, never
perfection
stop.
even more
Offline.
striking.
when did anyone say that?
When it comes to aesthetics, you know, like if someone is like a tiny like
Ew,
Unity
that was painful.
Right, yeah, okay.
That was
because
painful.
perfection is boring.